First game of pre-season, Scott. What did you make of that against Virginia Water? 3-1 win in the end. Two teams for each half. What did you get out of that game?
Yeah, 2-11s. Got out some good fitness. I think that was the most important thing. To come through unscathed as well in terms of injuries was important because we obviously left a few players out of the squad tonight. Tyrese, Reese, Jordan, Johnny Goddard, Henry, myself. So there's 5 or 6 players there that we thought we're not going to risk. We've not got loads and loads of options in those areas. And we've obviously got a game on Tuesday. We've only done 2 sessions so far. So it'll be a little bit different on Tuesday. I expect all of those lads to go in and start. But overall, I thought it was a really good workout. I thought Virginia Water gave us a really good game. Played in good spirits. The tempo was extremely high. And I think that's the youthful exuberance of some of the lads that are obviously playing this evening. They set a tempo, they run about, and they kind of drag everyone's levels up. But overall, really, really good. And I enjoyed the second half with a really young side, probably more than I did the first, because you can sometimes see their enthusiasm. It shone through. We obviously managed to score 3 goals. I was disappointed with the one that we conceded, but listen, that's football. It's pre-season, so we can't be too harsh on the lads.
Yeah, the first half was mainly players that have been signed in the summer. I think a few of them showed what they could do. We saw Tarek down the left-hand side a few times. I think he hit the post as well on one occasion. What did you think of that first half with those players that have been signed?
Yeah, I thought Tarek done really well. Obviously playing off his wrong foot. We've not brought him in to play on the left side. Obviously Tyrese, Peter, they can both play on the left. So we just needed to have a look at some players this evening, which we did. But you could go through pretty much all of the lads. I thought they did really well. I thought there was no terrible performances. I thought everyone did pretty well in the first half. So we're trialling an error in terms of what we're doing at the moment. It's difficult. We don't know our best 11. We don't know our best shape. So we have to sort of play around with it a little bit and see what we come up with and see what suits us best. So that's what pre-season's there for. We've got an idea of how we want to look, how we want to play. I said in the paper a few weeks ago we want to be really dynamic, and I think we are that. But it's just, can we find a little bit more quality when we need to?
And we have had a few trialists out there this evening. I have to ask the question, does that mean we are still looking at maybe 1 or 2 more players to add to the squad?
Yeah, I think we need a natural winger. Obviously Johnny Goddard can play out there. I think there's a couple of other lads that can go and play out there if need be, but I want a winger who's got raw pace. There was a couple tonight that played that did really well. Obviously both of them scored, which is always a good thing. It causes you a headache. So yeah, we're always looking, whatever level that they've been playing. Sometimes you only have to see them once to see that they've got something. And I'm not here to waste people's time. We wouldn't just bring trialists in for the sake of it. We're not a type of club that has 10, 15 trialists like maybe other clubs. Because listen, we've got to be as honest as we can with other players that are coming in, because it might shut other options off elsewhere. So no, we bring people in for a purpose, and I thought tonight the trialists did extremely well.
And just finally then, that's game 1 down. Just break down maybe slightly the next couple of games, what we're likely to see. Is it more about just getting fitness back into the legs, a routine, and maybe just the system basics in place?
Exactly that. I think it'll be 2 45s again for 2 11s in the next 2 games. I think you probably need 3 45 minutes before you go into your sort of 60s and your 70s. Slough will be a really tough game. They've recruited extremely well. I know the manager, who's a really good friend of mine. Dan Roberts is now signed there as well, an old player of ours. So no, it'll be tough, and it gets tougher as pre-season goes on, as it should. So I think we've got some really exciting games. They're all going to be different. Sometimes we're going to be starved of the ball, and we have to be a bit more defensive. Tonight we had a lot of it, and that's never really been our strength. We've always been better without the ball. So no, we'll have to find a way what suits us best. But I thought tonight was a really good run out, and I was really pleased with the exercise.
Brilliant. Thanks, Scott. And on to Southall on Tuesday.
Cheers, Con. Thank you.